Democratic Party and an elder statesman, Chief Edwin Clark, on Tuesday, December 19, 2023, faulted President Bola Tinubu's peace deal between the Rivers State Governor, Fubara, and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Wike. Tinubu brokered a truce between the FCT minister and his political godson at a meeting in Abuja on Monday night. The meeting was attended by the President Wike Fubara and his deputy, Mrs. Ngozi Odu, a former governor of Rivers State, Peter Odibi, and other stakeholders. Reacting to PDP statements, the All Progressive Congress said the opposition party lacked shame for faulting the peace deal. At the meeting, Wike and Fubara signed an 8-point agreement to end the political crisis in the state. The crisis Fubara's predecessor came to the fore on October 29 when a section of the State House of Assembly was altered by fire after the lawmakers began moves to impeach the governor. Events in the state assumed another dimension on December 11 when 27 out of 32 members of the State House of Assembly defected from the People's Democratic Party to the APC. The defectors are Wike's loyalists. The assembly was subsequently factionalized with a group led by a pro-Wike speaker, Martins Amahewule, and another by Edson Heyi, loyal to Fubara. The House of Assembly complex in the state was pulled down on December 13 by the state government, which insisted that the building was not good for human habitation. Tinubu intervened in the crisis on Monday night by brokering a peace deal. Among others, it was agreed that the governor should withdraw court cases concerning the crisis and that he should represent the 2024 budget to the Amahewule-led assembly, which was recognized as the speaker. It was also agreed that the defectors should return to the assembly and that the 9 commissioners who resigned should be reappointed by the governor. But on Tuesday, the PDP National Working Committee rejected the intervention of the president and told the defectors that they could only return to the assembly through fresh elections. Addressing a press conference after the PDP emergency NWC meeting on Tuesday, the party's acting national chairman Umar Damagum advised the lawmakers who defected to APC not to be deceived by anybody, giving assurances in Abuja that they could return to the House of Assembly without fresh elections. Damagum said there was no respite for the defectors who, by virtue of Section 109, subsection 1G of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, vacated their seats because of defection from the PDP. Quoting Section 109, subsection 1G, he states, "A member of the House of Assembly shall vacate a seat in the House if, being a person whose election to the House of Assembly was sponsored by a political party, he becomes a member of another political party before the expiration of the period for which that House was elected, provided that his membership of the later political party is not as a result of a division in the political party of which he was previously a member, of a merger of 2 or more political parties or factions by one of which he was previously sponsored, or H, the Speaker of the House of Assembly receives a certificate under the hand of the Chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission stating that the provisions of Section 110 of the Constitution have been complied with in respect of the recall of the member." The PDP chairman insisted that having vacated their seats, the only option available for the lawmakers if they wished to return was to seek fresh nomination and re-election on the platform of any political party of their choice. He said the factional speaker, Edson, had officially declared the seat of the defectors vacant in line with Section 109, subsection 1G of the 1999 Constitution as amended. Our party therefore counsels the former members of the Rivers State House of Assembly not to be deceived by anybody giving them the false hope and impracticable assurances in Abuja that they can return to the Rivers State House of Assembly without a fresh election, or that the Independent National Electoral Commission can be stopped from conducting fresh election into the 25 Rivers State constituencies where vacancies have occurred because of their defection, he added. He said, INEC should, in line with Section 109, subsection 1G of the 1999 Constitution as amended, and Section 84, subsection 15 of the Electoral Act 2022, fix a date for the conduct of a fresh election into the 25 state constituencies in the state. Fubara speaks. On his part, Fubara on Tuesday said no amount was too big to pay for peace to reign in the state. The governor said this at the third convocation and 6th Founders' Day ceremonies of the PAMO University of Medical Science in Irebe town in the Obio Akpo local government area of the state. Fubara, while addressing the graduates, thanked Rivers people for the overwhelming love and support for him. The governor, who became emotional and fought back tears, stated, "I thank all of you for the love and support from Rivers people, and I want to say that no amount is too big for peace. I will continue to pay for it." The governor also said that the provision of a qualitative education system and affordable public health care services would remain two vital priorities of his administration. He stated, "While some progress has been made, it is obvious that a lot still needs to be done to achieve our collective aspirations for universal access to quality education and health care for our people. I need not say that no society can progress without educated and healthy people." But the convener of the Pan-Nigerian Delta Forum, Clark, faulted the meeting convened by Tinubu to address tension between Fubara and Wike. At a press briefing in Abuja on Tuesday, Clark condemned the agreement, describing it as appalling and unacceptable to the people. The elder statesman also alleged that Fubara had been ambushed and intimidated into signing the agreement, adding that Tinubu's intervention was a discretion of the Constitution. It is obvious that Governor Siminalayi Fubara was ambushed and intimidated into submission. President Tinubu should know that with all the powers he possesses, he cannot override the Constitution. From all that transpired at the meeting, the laws of the land have not been obeyed. President Tinubu simply sat over a meeting where the Constitution, which is the fulcrum of his office as president and which he swore to uphold and abide by, was truncated and desecrated. The 8 resolutions reached are the most unconstitutional, absurd, and obnoxious resolutions at the settling fielding parties that I have ever witnessed in my life. As a matter of fact, some media captured this very well when they described it as directives, he said. Clark also alleged that the resolution showed that Tinubu was trying to compensate Wike for winning the presidential election in Rivers for the APC, adding that people will resist such draconian, arbitrary, and unconstitutional action by Mr. President and his customer, Nyesom Wike. "We will go to court to challenge this so-called one-sided and oppressive action of Mr. President," he added. Also, the president of the Ijaw National Congress, Professor Benjamin Okaba, on Tuesday said the defectors must not be allowed to return to their former party. He said the 9 commissioners who resigned from Fubara's cabinet should be immediately replaced by the governor. Okaba rejected the agreement allegedly reached with Rivers State stakeholders on the crisis in the state, saying Tinubu ought not to have meddled in issues of the Constitution. He spoke to one of our correspondents on Tuesday against the backdrop of the Abuja agreement, describing the document as lopsided, pointing out that Tinubu must not encourage lawlessness. The INC president said, "First is to appreciate the president for the initiative to ensure that peace returns to Rivers State. But as for the document that is making the rounds, we are still having doubts as to whether it was the product of a dialogue or some documents that was preconceived and read to some persons. But if we are to go by the items so published, I think that apart from item 1, which talks about stopping every process of impeachment, all the 7 other items are not acceptable. They are heavily condemnable, they are lopsided and one-sided." From Lagos, this is Peace News Express Nigerian Television.